No. So many places need that?
If you have an issue with packages being stolen or getting ruined from being left out in the weather, or if you simply just want a little bit more privacy, then the eufy SmartDrop is a really good solution, and it might be the perfect thing that you're looking for. Now, full disclosure, eufy did send me this unit for review, but with all of my review videos, my #1 priority is to make sure you have accurate and complete information so you can make a decision and a choice that's right for you. All right, so first let's talk about the features. Now, I'm gonna have a slide here that talks about more of the specific details that you can feel free to pause the video and take a look at here. One of the things I was surprised by is the size of this. And I say that because on the online pictures, it looks like this is more of a rectangular shape where the depth is a little bit narrower than the width, but that's actually not the case. This is actually a really good size. It can hold a number of different size packages, including multiple packages if you have multiple deliveries coming to your house. And I'll talk a little bit about that more in a minute. But it can hold a fairly large box. We did have one delivery that showed up that was a little bit too big for the box, but it was a backpack that was inside of a box that was inside of yet another box that just made it too big to fit. So all in all, for normal deliveries, this is a really good solution for you. It won't accept everything, but then again, if you were expecting something to be able to fit everything, it would have to be huge. So this is a really good size. eufy says it'll accept about 99% of the package deliveries that'll show up to your house. And based off of our experiences, I'll say that that's probably about right. A couple other things I liked about this is the fact that it has a built-in camera, so that way if you're receiving a package, you can see who's delivering the package, the carrier, the person, and even if it's not a delivery, it has some motion detection in it, so it can provide some other surveillance for your house as well. It has two-way audio, so you can actually have a conversation with someone who's standing by the SmartDrop. It has built-in motion detection. It also has built-in infrared, so you can record at night. You can even have it turn on or off voice prompts, so that way when someone approaches the box, it can actually say, press the open button.
Press open button to make a delivery.
This is just something that helps the delivery people be able to actually use it and not overlook it or think it's too complicated, so they just want to skip by it. Now, before we really dive into this, I want to make sure to mention I have a link in the description below where you can go and pick one of these up if you want to solve all of your different package issues. As far as what's included with this, it's pretty much everything that you need to make it work. The only exception to that is a charge brick. So like a USB charger is not included. They do include the charge cable though to charge up the battery, but they don't include the charger itself. So you'll either have to use one from like your cell phone or an iPad, or you'll have to pick one up in order to make sure the battery is charged. As far as battery life is concerned, this really should last a few weeks, if not a few months, depending on how much activity you have. Like if you have this in the front yard and it's pointed towards a road and like a sidewalk, and you have a lot of motion and traffic passing by, then of course it's gonna cause it to actually use up more battery power, especially if it's gonna be at night where it's using like the infrared camera lights in order to be able to light up the area. But if it's in an area, like if it's in like an alcove or something like that where there's not a lot of traffic, I would expect to get quite a few months worth of battery juice out of this. So far we've actually had this for about a month now, and it's not even halfway drained on the battery, and I've actually even had some of the settings cranked up quite a bit to detect additional things or additional motion that I didn't really need to have set. And so based off of that experience, it looks like the battery is going to last quite a long time with normal use. As far as assembly goes, it's pretty easy as well. The only thing you need is a Phillips screwdriver. I will say it would make it a lot easier if you have someone else to help you hold the panels while you put the screws in place, but otherwise that's the only tricky thing about it. It's pretty straightforward and it's really easy to follow the instructions that are included. The instructions are actually included on a piece of cardboard that you can use for reference. The other side of the cardboard includes instructions on permanent mounting. Other than that, you just need to make sure your battery is charged completely. eufy made this process pretty simple too, because you can just plug the cable straight into the battery, and there's two charge lights on the back. The red light means that it's charging and a blue light means that it's completely full. So while there isn't a battery charger per se, the fact that they have these lights built into the battery itself is kind of a nice feature. I will say that it took about 3 to 4 hours to do a full charge before I installed it into the eufy SmartDrop. If you're going to let the battery run all the way down every time before you recharge it, then I would just expect 3 to 4 hours for a complete charge. So once that's done, the only thing you have left to do is set it up in the app. And if you have other eufy security products, it's a really easy process of getting it added to your other eufy security cameras or doorbell or whatever it is that you have. And if you don't have another eufy security product, then you'll have to download this from the App Store, get it installed on your cell phone, and then go through the standard setup process. Now, as far as video storage is concerned, it does not have built-in video storage in the eufy SmartDrop. If you want video storage, you'll either have to pay for eufy Cloud, which gives you 30 days of storage for your videos, or you'll have to connect it to a eufy Homebase 2, which is included with some of eufy's other camera and home security products. So with either of those solutions, you can record video and store it. Otherwise, you'll have to rely on just looking at the live feed for the SmartDrop and then just going off of the notifications that you get. You're not going to be able to go back and review any video or anything like that. So that is a little bit of a downside. But if you have other security cameras, that might not be a really big deal for you, because after all, this is just trying to protect your packages. All right, so now let's talk a little bit about use. So first of all, the delivery drivers have been pretty receptive to this. We have one delivery driver here that was really excited about it.
Press open button to make a delivery.
That's dope. So many places need that. That's nice. I like that.
Now, we did have some problems in the beginning where the delivery drivers didn't see it, or they walked past it, or for whatever reason they didn't use it. And what we did to fix that was we turned on voice prompts. So the voice prompt, what it does is as soon as it detects motion that's close to the SmartDrop, it'll say something like this.
Press open button to make a delivery.
And once we turned this feature on, then that seemed to be the game changer, and then the delivery drivers started to actually use it and start to try and put packages in it. One really nice feature that we weren't aware of is the fact that you can specify a specific PIN number for a delivery service, especially if you already have a package in there. If you have a package in there, it's not going to open up without a passcode. So you can specify a passcode for these different delivery services to use. You'll also get a notification of what exact delivery service you use and open your box. Now, the way this works is you'll have to specify a code in the app itself, and then when you go and purchase something or order something online, in your address field, you'll need to specify that there's a box code and put in that box code for that specific shipping company. So once you have those two things in place, if you have a package that's already inside the SmartDrop box, then the voice prompt is going to change from just press the open button to punch in the code that's on the address label.
Enter the PIN code on the address label and press open.
This is something I highly recommend that you turn on, especially if you have deliveries from a lot of different delivery companies. This will just help you keep tabs on who's accessing the box. And once you're ready to pick up your own package, all you have to do is punch in the master code and hit the open button, and it will open up for you. It'll also reset the counter. It will think that there are no packages inside of it, and that way the next delivery that happens can just hit the open button, open the lid, and put the package inside of it. Now, you can also turn this feature on or off inside of the app. You can either have it just set to open all the time and bypass the code, which isn't a good idea, or you can have it set to where it doesn't let you open the box with the open button the first time. You actually have to punch in a code every time. So if you're really concerned about security, you can absolutely ask it to punch in a passcode or prompt to punch in a passcode every time that box is open. You can also open the box remotely from the Smart app. The only downside to this is if you're not where you can get to the box and you actually hit the button to open it, you're not going to be able to close it without actually physically pulling it down. So not a huge deal, but something you should be aware of. And last but not least, you can actually open this with a backup key. So all you have to do is pull out the rubber stop and use one of the two included keys. This is another way to be able to get into the box so you can get your package or get access to the battery, so that way you can charge the battery up and have the box ready to go again. Now, as far as securing the box itself, eufy does include a cardboard template that will help you lay this out exactly where you want it to be. So if it's in your driveway, or if it's on your sidewalk, or it's on your porch, you can use this template to mark the holes of where the anchors will go. And eufy Security does include the anchors with this. You can use the template along with what's included to be able to secure this down and make this a permanent installation. Overall, I think this is a really solid option with very few drawbacks. So if you're looking for a way to protect your packages, I think this is something that is unmatched on the market today. This is a really good, convenient solution that can help give you that peace of mind. So if you're interested in picking one of these up, again, I'll have a link in the description below where you can go and click on that and check this out. Also, if you haven't already liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in the next one.